signs. So there's a sign with a map on it right here. Log haul in progress. Stop right here. See this sign?
Yeah.
So it tells you 11.
Onward.
We're going to I think we're going to Kakoko.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to Kakoko.
Okay.
Which is 27 kilometers from here.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. And this is pretty much what it's like the whole way. There's obviously some corners that are a bit ruddy, but it's not too bad of a road, actually. Yes, Hunter.
It's all right.
Hey? He's all excited to be on the portage trip. All right, here we are. Heading into Ferguson Bay. Mike's got his canoe set up, almost. And Hunter and Mike are going for a ride. We're gonna head down to Devil's Bay, which is just basically straight down that direction. Turn the corner a little, turn the corner a little. Well, we're arriving here at 12:30, 1 o'clock. So started out at 6 a.m. from home in Midland, and we'll have a good day of paddling ahead of us. All right, here's campsite number 1. Woohoo! Woohoo! We're all set up, having fun. Hard day of paddling against the wind.
That's for sure. Holy crap.
We started at 1:30 and ended at 5 or something. So we wanted to go a little bit further, but it's not to be. Figure the wind will be much lighter tomorrow morning, and so we'll that's another campsite there, and cottage on that island there. But so such a beautiful day. The wind has started dying down, so that's good. But out there in the main stream, it was kicking up pretty good with whitecaps, so we called it a day. And we got our tent set up way back there. And anyway, we'll enjoy the evening. Mike brought steak, so we'll enjoy it. Hey Hunter, how you doing? Are you a little bit cold? You shivering? Hunter? Oh, you're sleeping tired, eh? You had a big day today? Out on the waves, staring out the front of the canoe? Alright, I'll leave you alone. Maybe I'll get you a little cover, eh? Warm you up. Nice and early morning. Beautiful second day. Hey Hunter. There's my map. We're heading down here today. We're here. And we're gonna go through Devil's Bay. Through a 500. Through Obabika Creek. And onto Obabika Lake. Somewhere in here. We're about a 20-kilometer day. And there's Mike, and the sun just rising. Coming up to Devil's Bay Portage. Thanks, excited there, Hunter? You want to get out? Right? Here we are.
Making water.
Making water. Got the Be Free filling up in-day water. And here's Obabika. It says on the map that there's lots of sand beach campsites. And this portage from Obabika Inlet was pretty easy. No, pretty smooth.
Yeah, if they're all like that, that'd be good.
Yeah, if they're all like that.
I don't think they will be.
No, they won't be. But anyway, we've gone about 20 kilometers today. We started at 7 and now it's 12:30. And we're gonna head down about 7 kilometers down, further down Obabika. The wind's with us going that direction and we're a little tired, but we're gonna go a little further. There we are in Obabika. And got a bit of wind coming in. A bit of a challenge with wind today, but it was mostly behind us until it was sideways. Anyway, we're drying stuff out here. And we have a very nice site. It's set up a bit of a windbreak, but there's a lot of rock here. I slipped and fell when we went swimming and cut my foot and leg, and it was fun. Anyway, look at these fabulous rocks, eh? Shorn, smooth, scraped smooth. Very cool. Nice to sit on. This is where I took my big tumble. Lucky I didn't sprain anything. And we have a back bay there. Oh, we got a long day of portages tomorrow. Tomorrow's 3,000 meters. So anyway, we'll be portaging away through Bob Lake and into Diamond Lake. Off of Obabika, obviously, from this lake. So hey, look at that beautiful sunset. Very nice. So nice to see. Great sight to get sunsets, that's for sure. Hey, out there. Yeah? So this is the portage from Obabika to the next small lake through the Wakimi Triangle. Now, of course, we're not on the hiking trails, but I can't really see any old growth, so that's a little disappointing. But considering we kind of paddled all the way around to make a journey stop here, check out the old growth, so hopefully we see something a little later on. But in effect, here's a map they posted on the wall there. So we're heading to Cheekson Lake, Cliff Lake, from Obabika down here, up through there, and then up into the smaller one. Well, we just finished the first portage, and this is a kind of a pretty lake, small lake we landed at.
Time for a drink.
That old growth forest was really interesting.
Yeah, they're about as old as I am.
We didn't see anything yet more than 100 years old. Let's say at the most kind of 70 years old. So we'll see if we run into something a little later. The pre-pizza.
Yep. Just putting on the cheese. Lots of cheese.
Cheese, please. Yummy, yummy.
Nice and gooey.
Okay, so we're real excited here.
Let me get my knife. I gotta cut it.
Mike decided to make pizza. So we brought some flour and pizza dough stuff. And then he dehydrated some spaghetti pizza sauce. Dehydrated some mushrooms, onions, and then we had some pepperoni.
How's that look?
Yeah, baby.
Cut it into a whole bunch of pieces.
Try a piece first.
Oh my god. We're doing this again.
Yeah. We brought 2 for the trip. We figured, okay, let's do something different. We haven't made pizza before. That looks good.
That is really good.
And someone nice enough left this night's grill for us. So it worked out well. Put aluminum foil with some oil. And then put a tent on top. Boy, that looks good. Welcome, Monday morning. Day 4. It's a beautiful morning. Pretty warm. And got up at 6:30. We're just getting the day started. Got packed up. And Mike Got the has got breakfast on the stove. Got some hash browns going.
Yummy.
We slept peacefully. Hunter's still wrapped up even though he slept solid all night. What's he still sleeping for? He woke up like an excited little pup. And then decided to go back to sleep. Here's what we rigged up for our tarp last night. No trees in front of us, so just put some big long guys there and attached them to one to a rock and one to a tree. 90 degrees. Worked perfect. Oh, what's it look like on this side this morning? Pretty much the same everywhere. It was kind of like this like yesterday, but we just wanted to get going before the wind starts up because we're going to be paddling against the wind today for the first half of the journey. All right, we better get to it. So from Diamond, we're traveling up through Lady Evelyn Falls and then in through Indian Head. And then cutting across here and going into this unnamed lake here. And from there, we're heading up north through Lady Evelyn River into Sucker Gut. All right, off we go. Portage from Lady Evelyn to the furthest west end of Lady Evelyn to a little unnamed lake. Jumping over to Willow eventually. Get to do about 50 meters of rock hopping here. Alright, so we're at we passed through Willow and now we're up to just kind of the very edge of Sucker Gut. And we got this nice site on a cliff kind of, or on a rock shelf. Anyway, high rock shelf. So the entrance is way down there. And you climb up here and you have a nice rock shelf. It's had to put up the tents using rocks, but that's all right. Worked out fine. It's kind of a little, not much shelter up here though. That's the only problem. Is probably going to rain tonight, so it might anyway. So, and then for dinner, I dehydrated some butter chicken sauce that's rehydrating, and made some dehydrated chicken, and then we'll toss in some rice to how much we want. And Mike's collecting firewood. Good. Thank you. Got our fly up here, using a couple poles that we pulled in, and just in case it rains. So anyway, it was a beautiful day, hardly any wind, so that was a great benefit. So we went a little farther than we planned, probably somewhere between 15 and 17K. and about 1K a portage. So anyway, it was enjoyable, and we went for a swim, and now we're getting ready for dinner. All right. Rained a bit last night, but not too bad. So and it's looking like it's gonna clear up for us. And the wind is just silent. As you can see where the wind is coming from, it doesn't look looks kind of gray and dingy, but it's really not that bad. It's pretty good. So we're hoping for our first day in the Trout Streams. We're gonna go see a couple of first waterfalls, Frank and Center, and we'll see what we want to do after that. See if the campsite at Center's taken or not. Maybe fish there for the day, but who knows, we might move on. Down through Sucker Gut and then into the Lady Evelyn River, first through Fank Falls, and then staying at Center Falls. Beautiful morning. Wow.
First time we're really seeing much color.
Exactly, color's starting to come out, as you can see over there. Well, it's a bit gray, so you can't see it too well. But yeah, color's starting to come. Hey, Hunter. Taking a drink? Good boy. Yeah? Yeah. Well, we're here. Frank Falls. They're pretty nice, of course. Up above there's more of a jumble of rocks and rapids, and let's go up and get a closer look. Portage number 1 through Frank Falls. Let's go up here. Okay, not that way. The rain is gonna prove a bit of a challenge here. A little slick on the rocks, eh? This is just a 200, so it shouldn't be too bad. Little lift over, as my brother calls it. And that's all she wrote. So here's the entrance to the Center Falls Portage. It's just a mass of rocks in front there and a small entryway for the water to get out. But Center Falls is at the other end of the portage. So the actual portage is over there, where my dog's swimming from. Hunter, go back. Simply because he thinks I'm swimming away. Off for the 500 meters to 600 meter portage. 500 of it is to the campsite in front of the falls. So we're planning on staying there. That's all right. Winter hasn't really, after some thousand years. How am I going to do this one? Let's see. There we go. Well, here's what Center Falls looks like today. 2 years ago, you could hardly see any of these rocks. Wow. Huge difference. In the center here, you only saw the tops of the rocks. That's it, just the very top. A lot less water today. Wow, how beautiful, eh? Wow, look at this weather. 2 straight days, overcast, cloud, not one sight of sun. And then 7:30 at night on day 2, just completely clear. Hopefully that's a good sign for tomorrow. So we'll be in good hands with the weather. That waterfall back there. So such a nice backdrop to a fire. Such a nice backdrop. Got Hunter sitting on my lap here. They had some big huge logs sitting around. So I guess we thought we'd throw them on. Hunter's just sleeping away on my lap. Happy as could be. Exhausted from the day. So when you're leaving Center Falls, you're finishing off this 600 portage, and you come up to this 200, which is the boulder hub. Those huge circular boulders on the riverway. And then when you go into the next one would be Helen Falls, and make sure that you paddle down here to look at the bottom, look at the falls from the bottom before you get out for the portage. And then when you climb up to the top here, you're gonna want to take a break and go down and just kind of walk along this path toward the falls, and then you can look at them from the top as well. It's quite a nice scene. And you've got a couple of smaller ones here, are a P4, and then you're heading up up here to Catherine Lake. And just a minor point is that the water flow is in this direction, going down this side, and this direction coming down this side. So it's one of those interesting scenarios. And then we continue down these. In July, there's deeper water, and then you can probably just paddle these or line them. But in September, there's pretty low water, and you're gonna have to carry the portage. These are pretty easy portages. Just you do have to do them. And then you get to Cabin Falls, and this is where Hap Wilson's cabin is and lodge. And the beginning of the portage is really simple, and then as you get to the end, you're basically going straight down. So it's a bit challenging that way. Just take your time. And then on this small lake that he has here, this P200 goes, starts off very flat, and it goes to Bridal Falls, and that's where we stayed the night. And after the campsite, again, you're more or less going straight down or walking along a cliff edge. So that's what today looked like. So here we are, approaching the Center Falls difficult part of the portage. So this is obviously the falls, and now we have to basically scale that height with our canoes. So this rock wall is very doable with pack, but it's a little challenging with a canoe. Oh, there he goes. All right. Woohoo!
Here's Richard coming up Center Falls Mountain. The first step is definitely the hardest. Got it.
Yeah. There's a nice little handhold there.
Yes.
I didn't realize.
Woohoo! One done.
But there's one way to do it, is to just hike up the stream bed, which I'm gonna do this time because in the woods through there is just a kind of a mess and you're getting lost all the time. Maybe this will be easier, although with the stepping on rocks, it's sometimes harder. Anyway, let's give it a go and see what we want to do when we're carrying the canoe. I carried the canoe halfway through the forest path. And then I kind of got lost. So I said, okay, let's turn back and get the pack. I think this is easier than the forest. Just stepping from rock to rock, not too bad. Okay, I think I'll switch to this one. Oh, definitely this is easier. Just follow the river. Beautiful entry point. And now we gotta, this one goes up fair ways, up this nice white mountain rock. There's kind of a campsite at the top, but there's no water up there. Oh, there's the gorge. Still got a little ways to go, not too far. I think that's the campsite.
Hey,
I think that's the campsite here.
here. Okay.
Well, somewhere around here. Here we're at Helens Falls. Now this is just the top part. And a little bit hard to get a good view, I guess. But then there's a runoff right there that we're going to go check out right now. That's got 5 or 6 piers along the way. And then you can see this rock cliff. The gorge is quite a ways down there. Hey, Hunter. Time to get out of the canoe again. You do a portage and then paddle for 1 minute. And then get out. Okay, Hunter. Out you get. Okay, one more till the top. And then we start going downstream. Yep. You can see the lake.
Yep.
But there's a few rocks in the way.
Just 1 or 2.
All right. Through that section. Okay. So I know that there's a few, 3 or 4 campsites on this lake, but if you turn immediately left over there, then you run into the next portage, which is a 200 meter going down the Trout Streams. Here we are at the top of the Trout Streams, and we had just landed. The end of the portage was just beyond that jut out there, and couple of years ago when I did this, I just lined this section, but with the lower water level in September versus when I did it July 1st, it's not doable by line. So I guess we'll have to take the little portage. Well, we got quite a end of a portage here.
I'm tired.
Mike shot
enough day.
Yeah. There's a lot of boulders here to end off the portage, but pretty majestic beauty. And now it's time to head back and get the canoes. Do some boulder hopping. Here we are at Cabin Falls, and you can see some of Haup Wilson's Cabin Falls resort. And there's Mike over there, just pulling his canoe in at the portage. So that's what we're gonna do next, a 300 portage. I just ran smack dab in the center of a rock. Couldn't see it at all. Totally submersed, and that knocked Hunter right in the water. And Hunter's just a mountain goat. I know on video it doesn't show very well, but this is pretty damn steep. Woo! Where's the path? Oh, I chose the right one. Caught up to him?
They said they ate their lunch here. So, in that cedar tree is a ground wasp nest. So stay away from that thing.
What is it?
Right, wasps. Right in the roots.
Oh, okay.
Just stay out when you're paddle that here, swarm of like 50 came out.
Whoa. Okay. So that's what it looks like from the bottom that we just walked down. So kind of get an idea. And of course I'm still not at the water yet, but gives you an idea. It's a steep sucker. Nobody seems to be home. Well, we'll do a tiny bit of fishing here, and then we will do our last portage to Bridal Vale Falls, and call it a day. Bridal Vale Falls from the top. Mike's got his tent set up right here beside it. Nice. And then you have the chasm that feeds down. Bridal Falls. There's the path up here, across that log, and way up there. We thank Hap for putting this here. He's taking care of us. Because it's quite a fall down. We wouldn't want that. This one's another steep one. Then we headed out and along this nice canyon and did this 900 and then you get to Fat Man Falls. Very nice falls, very slim pathway for the water to go through. And this is the, you know, what I call the hardest portage getting down. It's very flat at the beginning. It's only 200.
and then, or even 100, I don't know, 200. And then at the end there, you're basically going straight down a pretty steep cliff again. So it's pretty challenging. And the rest of these are just little hopscotch. We actually paddled through these ones and had some fun with those ones. And then for the rest of the day, we headed out along here, and then went up through Willow and did this 500 and camped on this unknown lake campsite.
This is the gorge that we're paddling through as we leave the falls. Very picturesque. Very nice. Silence of the morning. The entry access of this 900 is a little bit difficult to get in, but the rest of the path after this boulder hopping for about 50 meters or something, the rest of the path is like a garden walk. Really gonna like it. We went down and checked out the shortcut to the portage, but there's at least 3 rapids between the shortcut and the end of the portage, and based on the water level, there's no way we're getting through there with our canoes. So here's Fat Man's Falls. Pretty impressive.
That's a good little boil.
Yeah. I think it's a 200 portage. It's pretty impressive. Bit of a drop at the end there. Looks like this is the portage where you got to go down a steep cliff to get into the water. Hunter, go on. Come on, you don't want to be near there. Back. Mike's going first. And he's torching it. Wow. A record number of no bumps.
Huh?
A record number of no bumps.
That was fun.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. That's quite a descent there.
That's just a wee bit of a fall.
Quite a gorgeous gorge. And that's what we had to climb down from there. Here's Mike already. Here goes Mike through the rapids. I got snagged up a little bit. I think he's getting snagged up too. Oh no. Maybe he got it. Oh yeah. Hunter, down. Perfect execution. Woo, much better than me. Yeah. I ran the 200, but got caught up quite a few times. Just like Mike's getting stuck. See if you can get back in. Or not. We couldn't find the portage, so whoop. Oh, he got back in, safe. Oh, there's a bunch of big rocks there. Oh no. Okay, he's free. Free. Oh, he's flipping.
And then the next day, we headed out and repeated our path back here through Indian Head and down through Lady Evelyn Falls, which is, you know, the one the 1 foot drop, and then we stayed on Diamond again. And then for our second last day, we had a relatively short day where we headed down here from Diamond through Sharp Rock, and then across here. There's a narrow entryway right through here, and we actually stayed on this site, and it's very nice. Rained a lot, and then the following day we just took the short paddle across here and through Napoleon Mountain and out through Sandy Bay parking lot right here. What a fun trip.
Well, this has been Saturday since the time we woke up. It is gray and overcast and foggy and misty and raining, and that's what we're getting. We thought we'd get some sun since last night it had totally cleared up, but no such luck. Another kind of rainy gray day. Maybe we'll get it tomorrow for our last day.